off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin. What I've been using pretty much every single day is the ELEMIS Lavender Toning. I like it. I feel like it gives me a little extra hydration before my serum and moisturizer. I've been loving the Tarte Maracuja oil. It's really, really good. I'm already out almost, so I have to pour it out. So I like to just put it on the driest areas of my face, which are under my eyes, my nose, and my chin. For my daily moisturizer, I have been using lately the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. This is really nice. It has a citrus smell to it. It's very thin in consistency, but it does hydrate the skin because it's almost like a gel cream finish. It feels more like a gel. Now I'm going to be using my favorite primer of all time, which is the BECCA Backlight Priming Filter. Okay, and for this part, I am just priming my eyelids. I just used a little bit of Makeup Forever, my base, and here I'm just setting it with the LORAC Pro palette. I just put a little bit of the beige color. Here I'm using the Tartist Pro palette, that like transition shade, I'm not sure the name, but it was the second one. And I just am placing this pretty much into the crease, blending it really, really good. Obviously placing that powder from the LORAC palette, it really helps blend, so I would always recommend putting powder on top of your primer, and that will help your eyeshadows blend so much easier. So I'm just building up this same color, and now I'm adding the color I just showed into the crease a little bit more to make it a little more orange, and just keep on blending, and pretty much you're gonna see how much blending I really do. Okay, right now I'm just using that cream shade and I'm buffing out the edges. This is really important. Always buff out the edges of any of your eyeshadows. It makes a difference. This is Shock Factor. It's like a lime color. It's matte, and I'm rubbing it into the crease just to kind of make it an overall green tone. It's not really a necessary step. I don't know, I just wanted to do it and see how it looked. Now I'm using the Emerald Green from the Cover Shot palette from Smashbox. It's the Smokey palette. And I'm just continuing to build this up into the crease because I want this mainly to be an emerald eye, of course fading into, you know, the more nice brown tones. I'm using the Sigma E45 brush. I believe it's tapered and it's perfect for exactly what I'm doing. And then I'm blending out as I go because I really want the edges to be soft and faded. So that's what I'm doing here with this really big fluffy brush. Now I'm using that orangey shade. I also used this in the beginning, and I'm just running that onto the outer corner just to really like melt everything together. You'll notice that it helps it the fade of the transitions really like look nice. And then I'm gonna get a bigger blending brush just to really buff out the edges like I always say. And now I'm getting Chickadee from Makeup Geek, and I'm really just making it a little more orange toned. Here I'm using the same green emerald shade, but I wet the brush so it's a little more intense, as you can see. For this step it's good to have a very like sturdy synthetic brush. Cleaning up my under eye and getting started with my foundation. I'm using the Pro Glow from the Infallible line by Maybelline, I believe. No, L'Oreal. And I'm using my Marc Jacobs Face 1 brush, I believe. Okay, this is a Smashbox corrector. You guys are gonna see right now how freaking magical this is. Like, I just put this on and it literally takes away the dark circles, like in seconds. You see that? It's freaking gone. Like, that is the bomb. If you need a good corrector, you put that on and it's amazing. I think I probably put a little bit too much of this because it is a little light for me, so ignore that. But But anyways, I will fix it up later with some powder. And I'm using the RCMA translucent powder to set the under eye area, and also I like to place it into the areas right here, like where my pores are. It really helps seal my pores. You don't even see any pores. Here I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin Face Powder. This is just kind of to even out the rest of my skin tone, to set the rest of my face. This powder is pretty good. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say. I don't love it, but it's pretty good. This is a bronzer from Physicians Formula. This I freaking love. I've obviously hit pan on it. I love this bronzer. I use it just pretty much to obviously bronze the perimeter of my face. And I'm using this brush. It's my freaking favorite brush for the face. I use it for everything. I use it for bronzer, I use it for blush, I use it for highlighter, I use it for powder. I will have the name on the screen because I don't remember the freaking name of this brush. But as you can see with the point, you can really chisel your cheekbones, and it's so easy. Now I'm using the face powder to buff the bottom edges so that I don't bring the so that I don't bring the contour too low, and I just really buff and clean that edge so that it looks blended and there is no harsh lines. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color Apricot. It's really pretty. It has like a gold tone to it, and I think it complemented the eye look nicely. Now I'm just using a regular matte brown eyeshadow. It's from the Cover Shop palette, but any brown eyeshadow you have will do for this step. It's just to really kind of add the drama to the bottom now. Now I'm using a little bit of this K-pop shadow from ColourPop. It's a little more warmer, so it really kind of tied the look in really nicely, I feel. Here is the Laura Geller Eye Care eyeliner. This is in the color Evergreen. I wanted to place green on the bottom, so it's like green everywhere. These are really nice eyeliners. They're waterproof. I'm now using the CAFFE Mocha, the brown one, in the inside of my eye. Just because I have it there and I wanted to see it there. You could have done the green inside if you wanted to. And I'm also doing it into the rim of the eye. I'm doing one final blend into the crease area of my eye because you can never have too much blending. And now I'm molding all those colors in together on the bottom. Time for eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner. And this gives me like anxiety watching myself do it. But yeah, as you can see, that is my technique. I like to bring out a little line, and then I will bring it in from the end, not the very end, but I'll leave a little tail out so that it looks nice and feathered out. But I have a video on how I do my wing liner. I will link it down below. Okay, and now I'm just filling in my brows with the KOBROW by Benefit in the shade number 2. I love this product. It stays in place the whole entire day and it will not smudge. I love it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows in the color Golden Emerald, and I just wanted to add this because I felt like it made it so pretty. Like, it makes it so much more sparkly and pretty, and you can see in comparison to the other eye. The other eye is a little more obviously not as shiny, so if you prefer that, then you could just avoid this step. But I love anything shimmery and glittery, so I popped that on my lid, and I also put it on the bottom lash line because why not. That is the eyes completed. Now I'm going to be using the Anastasia Moonchild palette, and I'm using Lucky Green, which is the freaking green highlighter in the palette. And on camera you do not see the green at all, but in person it looks so pretty because you can literally see that like pretty green sheen in the highlighter. It was so nice. I loved it. That is the Anastasia Craft Liquid Lipstick. Alright guys, so this concludes the video. I have a new camera, so that should be helpful. Also, let me know any videos you would want to see from me. It would help me out a lot so I know what you guys want me to film. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe or share it with any of your friends that might enjoy this and like makeup. Thanks guys, bye.